in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. You gotta work.
Down, red, 38.
57, come on. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Ready, go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Room here to run. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rabbit. Choose the mic.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete, and touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Nighthawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Carter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Ready. Watch 2. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Choose the mic.
Riggs.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike 2. He can't hang.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. These two teams all tied after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger touch.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Now, that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Set, hut, 45, right.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you.
Seal, black. Hut, hut.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Let's go.
Okay.
So
right.
after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Eagle blue. Yellow, go, hut, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check, 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 check.
Go.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You, yellow. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Koo knocks this one through the posts.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 Lions. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well.
Hines now on the return.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Falcon football.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here we go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Drill, 52. Ready, go.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
Easy work, but it's coming again.
43 round.
They'll run for it with Hines. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Watch 2. Go.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll drop to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go. Here we
An
go.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go street. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, hey. Cup 19. Cup 19.
2.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They run with Hines. They find some open field here. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Nick Bonito, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Zone red. Hustle, hustle. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Red, cycle. Ready, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and the lead will hold at 10.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll run with ETN.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 79 Broncos.
They're going to try and throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Got it, ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And some room to roam now. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Brandon Eccles.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Second and 5.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Okay, ready? Watch out now. 50 Fury. White. Smash. Red.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Moore, 27 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw here. Steps away, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Lorenzo Carter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
They'll run with ETN.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
70 Ranger.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sack. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Choose the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to go up top again.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Black, 95.
Let's go one more.
Here's Hines. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Come on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled.
2nd and 9 now.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Down the sideline he goes. On the move past the 40.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Nighthawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
57's Mike. Mike 57. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Ready.
Being nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Bronco 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Warrior 70.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On the set.
Exit. Single receiver. Hey.
18, Pioneer.
Receiver. Check it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Nick Bonito able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Mike 2. Yeah. Mike
Ready.
Watch 2. I'm going to run you over.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
Ready.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
I got 15. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
31's the Mike.
They get this out left, and it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Nighthawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hines.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Almost a win for the defense.
Touchdown! Nyheim Hines. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one